Hello, YouTubers. Welcome to PDINA Royally Teachable Moments. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you do and check and make sure you're still subscribed. Apparently, some people are subscribed and then they go back and they look and they say, I ain't subscribed. Like, what's going on? So just make sure you're still subscribed and like my video. It helps with the algorithm. And yeah, make a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And let's get into it. I want to give a huge shout out to Catherine. Catherine went to visit with some school children and she just does not miss a step. This woman is such class. She shows up, she does the work, and she's a great example to, people in general. Get out, go do your work. Something that obviously we know Meghan and her husband don't really want to do. And I just have to applaud Catherine for all her stepping into something that was completely foreign to her. She has put in the years, she goes in, she doesn't miss a step. Girl is just banging. And I've always said I would have been happy to be behind Miss Catherine going, yay girl, okay, we got this, But the problem is that Meghan, the number two in this whole bunch, wanted to be in front. She couldn't accept the fact that she was going to be number two, and she's had to create all this chaos now. But me and Catherine, who would not want to be like rocking it with Catherine? Really. And so it just boggles the mind. It boggles the mind what we're seeing in real time in this history. Because this is something that I've been talking about, this story today about Meghan and her memoir, her book. Well, this is going to be a really pivotal moment for her because Tom Bower is saying, yeah, she's writing a book. She's definitely going to do this. But if she does it, what will it mean for her future? And they're telling her it is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And that's the story. That's what is being said about Meghan and this whole memoir. So we're going to get into what will happen if she decides to do this memoir. Okay, so Meghan's memoir, will she spill royal secrets to protect her image, or is she going to not do it and to continue what she's doing with trying to get ahead in Hollywood, just because she thinks people should hire her because she's a duchess? Because I'm a duchess, hire me. So it's being rumored that she is writing this book and she is preparing to put pen to her memoir, and she really is finding herself at a crossroads right now because experts are telling her this is going to ruin your reputation if you move forward with this book. But the counter to that is so enticing. Yeah, it's enticing because she will make a lot of money. She'll make a lot of money because people want to know what she is going to say about the royals. So they're saying that her journey as a working royal, followed by her decision to leave being a working royal, has really given her a lot of attention. She's been able to say, hey, I'm a royal. I married this guy right here. He's my husband. Look at me. So she was able to get her profile up by marrying a man that I believe she does not love, that she has used, because lately how she looks at Harry, she don't love that man. She does not love him. You can tell when she looks at him. But anyway, so she has garnered the attention. People know who she is and she's popular. And now she's trying to go back to what she was doing prior to marrying Prince Harry. Well, Christine Ross has talked to Express recently and suggests that Meghan is going to probably face pressure from publishers to include really sensational information in her book. We know that in order to get any eyeballs to look at anything this woman does, she has to be very sensational. She has to talk about the royals. People are not going to just show up and just be like, okay, what you doing, girl? What you doing? Oh, you wrote a book called The Bench. Oh, okay. Yeah. But if she's writing a book and she's like, okay, I'm spilling secrets about the royals, then people are going to be perking up. People are like, okay, what they do to you, Meghan, girl? What did the royals do to you? Ain't that right, Otis? They gonna be looking, what did she say? So she's going to be able to get the eyeballs when she speaks about the royals. We know this, But she's trying to make it like she can still get the eyeballs without speaking about the royals. She has proved herself from the work she's done so far, she can't get the eyeballs without speaking about the royals. So Ross goes on to say that the publishers know that people who are dying out of curiosity to see what she might reveal, keeping comments on the royal family to a minimum could probably benefit her in the long run, but publishers probably want her to reveal bigger, juicier gossip because that is what really sells. And this is the defining moment. Is she going to sell her soul? Is she? Because she'll get a lot of money. She will make buku money if she decides to do it and talk about the royals. Ain't no denying. But will it really pay off for her? Are you going to be able to make that balance? It can't happen. Look, folks, we know it cannot happen. So what the topics of her memoir, what will it cover? Well, they're saying you could expect her to delve into her time, of course, as a working royal. Experts caution against her revealing too much because we know that will not look good for the royal family, because if she reveals too much, she's going to have to put information in there that she knows she's not allowed to talk about. And then she will continually to sever her relationship with the royals. It's going to be forever damaged. I mean, I don't think there's any way back in now, but it's like she's going to chop her head off then if she does this. So despite the risk, Meghan's memoir could potentially become a commercial success with curious audiences eager to learn more about her life as an actress who turned royal. Okay, because then she would have to divulge all the information of the plotting and the planning to get the prince. Right? Because we know what Megyn Kelly told us. Do you remember Mr. Otis what she said? Megyn Kelly told us from a very good source that Meghan did. She planned and she definitely had a orchestrated maneuver in place to bag a prince.
My husband, we get it. You bagged the gorilla.
Hey, that's what she said. And she has the source. Like there were blueprints. There was brainstorming. There were connecting the dots. There was definitely one of those profile things that they build when in murder investigations where they're like, okay, so-and-so, and that person knows this person, and this could lead to this. Oh, yeah. Oh, she was plotting. Girl was plotting and planning the whole time to bag herself a prince, because there's information around her even being called as a witness during Andrew's trial that was being talked about, that she was going to be named as a witness. So if Meghan is on the list to be named as a witness on a court case that involved the Duke of York, who was going through this whole thing with this woman who was trying to get money from him for what he allegedly did to her and all the shenanigans around pay, you know what I mean? Then doing things around her bodily, womanly parts that could get her a lot of money. So she was definitely in circles where women were doing that. Otis, come here. You want your treat? Come here. You want your treat? Okay, you got to sit up here. You got to wait. You got to wait. Okay. So as it looks now, we know that Meghan is not very popular. Her popularity in America, her popularity over in the UK, she got completely just tore up in the media over that whole fiasco with Kevin Costner. How she thought she was going to give a speech, and she like this woman was completely ridiculed on a world stage over that whole mic hiccup with Kevin Costner. Yeah. Like people are laughing at her. And in her mind, she knows that she can reverse that and spill secrets. But it will cost her, because they're saying in the face of financial challenges and shifting popularity, she could play a significant role in reshaping her own career and public perception. And this is why I believe her ex-husband, Trevor, he has to come out with his book before Meghan gets her book out. Because she is going to, we know, have a plethora of lies in that book. A plethora. Like they just going to be falling from the ceiling, falling everywhere. You open the book, all kind of lies is going to be opened up, falling out of that book. She gonna have so many lies. People can't even see. They won't be able to see anything that was actually truthful, any truth in that book, because there's going to be so many lies in the book. It's going to be a fairy tale. It's going to not really have information in it that's going to be close to the truth. It's going to be her fantasy. Sit, Otis. Sit. Trevor has to get out in front of this, because if he doesn't, she's going to be able to put the word out about anything that may have happened in her relationship with him. And he holds the secret. He holds the golden goose, essentially, to everything that happened in his relationship with her. Everything. Because if he's able to get the word out first, he'll be able to set the tone for any and everything that this woman has done with him and within Hollywood, essentially, because he knew her before she even got started in her career, or right when she was getting started. So he'll be able to set the tone for anything, because he will be able to put out the information before she can. If she's able to put it out there and say things that could put Trevor even in a position where he might even be somewhat, I don't know, ridiculed or make up lies about him, then that wouldn't be good for him. But he's shown himself to be very quiet and not really get into the drama of everything, because he's really happy with his life. But there are talks about him writing a book as well. And I think his book has to come out first. And here's the other thing. Apparently, they're also in the talks for another Oprah Winfrey sit-down interview. Yeah. That's what's being said. So they could face another round of criticism after they decide to do another Oprah Winfrey interview. Commentator Dylan Howard questioned the subject that the pair could focus on, suggesting Meghan and Harry would struggle to emerge victorious in a further confrontation with the royal family. They have now been tipped to have a second interview with the talk show presenter after being spotted leaving her home in California earlier this week. Yes. So you have the book and you have a second interview with Oprah Winfrey. Now, asked whether they could be reappearing on our screens, Howard told the morning show, "I don't know. I think they may do. I think it's going to be damaging to the royal institution, but I think one thing is certain, the firm wins. They're not going to win. It's over for them." I agree. Because right now people are looking at them and thinking, why are you complaining? Why are you always giving off bad vibes about your family? They are not going to come off looking, good in the eyes of the public if they're seen bashing and talking about the royals again. But this is where the deal with the devil comes in, because they will make so much money from airing out more lies and damaging the royal family further that they may not even care about their careers at this point, because they're going to have so much money. And that's the deal, the ultimatum that they are making. How motivated are you to make money? And I could almost imagine that behind the scenes, they are trying to get something from the royals in exchange for not doing the interview. But that has yet to be seen. But that's what I believe is happening. They're putting out this tease about, maybe we're going to do another interview. You better give us what we want. Because that can always be something on the table. So the issue becomes now, it could be a second interview with Oprah. It could be a threat to the royals that if you don't give us what we want in terms of financial security or Harry's security that he's still trying to get in the courts, there could be all kinds of things that they're holding over the royals that could make them want to say, we're going to do another interview with Oprah. They were seen apparently leaving Oprah's residence last week. So that's information that's leading people to speculate that they are tipped to do something else with Oprah, because we know they ain't just hanging with Oprah. Oprah's trying, okay, what you gonna do for me? I want to try to get some more money, because it's always about the money. And we know that Meghan was trying to do an interview with Oprah even before she was even in the royal household. Yes, folks. But Meghan said we have to wait. And that's when she struck, when she left the royal family. That's when she said, okay, we can do it now. I'm ready to leave the royal family. Come on, Oprah, let's do the interview. And so now we have the book, we have the Oprah interview potentially, and really Meghan has sold her soul to the devil because she is never going to have the popularity that she wants in an authentic way. It's going to always and forever be attached to the royal family in the light of how she can sensationalize the relationship that she had with the royals. And with that, Meghan has definitely made and signed her deal with the devil because it will never be what she wants. It's going to always be about the money. And her life will forever be ruled by how much money she can make by doing things that are against being a good, upstanding kind of a person. And people can see through that. People can see when you're not being authentic. They can see when you are bashing people all the time, when you're constantly being negative to people who have given you so much. I mean, how she's treated the royal family. And I mean, there's just a whole plethora of things that she has done. So at this point, we're on to you. We see what you're doing, and you're not going to win, Meghan. You're not going to win. So this is my other story for today. Otis, sit. Look at the treat. Look at the tree. Look up, look down. Look up, look down. Look to the right, look to the left. Look in a circle. How about I put this in my head? Okay. Oh, this is not in my hand. Look, it's right here. So apparently, Meghan had a list of demands for this low-income school in Harlem. Yeah, she had the nerve to show up and have requests for the school in order for her appearance to be brought to the people. Are you serious? Are you serious? So let me tell you what happened. So when they went to visit this school, there is new information that they wanted to absolutely make sure they were in the best light ever. Like they made sure nothing bad came out of this. So this is what happened. They had made a long list of requests to ensure that their high profile visit to New York in 2021 for their Netflix documentary went off without a glitch. So the pair requested cushions, a new carpet, an outdoor space for their filming at a public school in one of the lowest income areas in Harlem, in New York City. How do you show up to a school that is a low income area and have demands? Like, you shouldn't be demanding anything. Okay, so the email seen by the publication also showed that Archibald's staff had to say in which school the couple visited and went through multiple edits at the press release to ensure that the visit was more substantial. Okay, so the press listed their event during the trip, which took place over 3 days. It was tightly controlled and restricted. The publications close to Meghan with British tabloids such as The Sun were banned. So they made sure that only certain people had the information to report on this because they didn't want anyone saying anything really negative about them. This is someone who's trying to control the narrative in a way that is so ugly and disgusting that you don't want nothing to do with a person like that. Okay, so this is just going back to the dilemma of the book. The reason why the book is so important because there's been so much written about Meghan and the royal family, everything. They're not going to pay Meghan a lot of money to write another book to reprint the same information. And this is the thing. Right now, Meghan is considered a small celebrity. She doesn't have nearly the wealth of the people she's trying to associate herself with. And the only way she can get more money is to continually talk negatively about the royals. She wants to up her profile. She wants the money. She wants to be in this category of somebody that has financial security of the same people that she's trying to hang out with. And until she's able to get herself the money that she is trying to make, she'll never be looked at as somebody who can go into the big kid swimming pool, essentially, because she doesn't really compare financially to the people who are in the circles that she's been spotted around. I mean, this is why people are really not giving her the time of day. This is like, okay, you Meghan Markle, you married a prince. Okay, how much money you got? What you got? What you got? She ain't got nothing. She don't really have anything until she's able to start doing things that are going to bring her a lot of money, which she really has yet to do, because everything that they have done has not fared very well in terms of the big dollars that they're trying to make. And so moving forward, she has to decide on something that is going to propel her career. She doesn't have it. No amount of paying publicity, paying publicists, paying to do events where you can show up and smile and your fake smile is ever going to outshine the reality and the truth of her character. It has been sealed. And it will never get to where she wants. And so I think she's going to cut her losses. She's going to make the money, sell the royals down the river, because we know she'll make a lot of money from that. And once she does that, it's game over for her. It's game over. She's getting ready to take the money. Like on that Deal or No Deal. Yeah. She's going to say, yeah. No deal. I'm going to take this deal and I'm going to sail down the royal family. See you in the next one. Say bye, Oddish. Bye-bye.